He's the host of our new favourite show where the judges end up shouting, "Take it off." It's kind of the most sort of anti-COVID show there is.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
The rest of us are putting it on, they're taking it off.
And with a sausage, a bush baby and seahorse all involved, it can only be a showstopper that is the Masked Singer.
Welcome to the Masked Singer! The whole world has gone mask mad. I look like a big Brussels sprout. Can you hazard a geese? How's a good one? You've got a right chip on their shoulder. Alien, seahorse, swan. Who's behind the mask? Take it off! Take it off! Take it off! Yes! Don't worry if you missed it. You can watch it on Ketchup.
And Joel joins us now. Morning, Joel.
That was one of my favourite jokes.
How are you, Joel? How's it been going?
I've been going, it's all right, you know. I'm just so glad that it's going well and resonating with everybody. And I just feel like we recorded it a while ago, and I knew that it was like a show that everyone really needed because it's just got no drama in it. It's just like all super fun, you know.
Did you know from the get set that, you know, this was going to be amazing, successful? Because, you know, when you're doing a show for the first time and you're not quite sure, did you know from the get set this is going to be amazing, kids are going to love it, adults are going to love it?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've worked on a lot of shows that when you're doing it and you're like, oh, no one... and, it's just such a good show because it was such a hit in America, so we knew it was going to be big, really, and it had proved such a success there that we were like just really hoping it was going to be great here, and I'm just so glad it's worked out. Really, it's just an absolute dream come true.
Joel, how do you approach it in terms of when you want to find out who the acts are? Like, do you because you never want to like crack the golden egg, do you? You always want to keep the mystery going, but obviously you need to find out sometimes. So when do you like to find out?
I kind of try to play the game a little bit, but I'm lucky because I don't have to guess, whereas the judges have to guess. I don't. I'm so bad at it. I'm so bad at guessing. Even though I'm stood like this close to them, I can sometimes even hear their real voice before it's changed. Even then, I'm like, I still have absolutely no idea. I'm so glad that I just had to read the auto cue and be witty.
Well, you're very good at that, darling. But the security on that show is absolutely insane. Even you, can you genuinely not find out who is on the show?
No, it's mad. Like the studio is completely split up. So we all like arrive in different entrances, and they kind of have half of the studio is for the contestants and half the studio is for like the judges and me. And we were kept completely separate. And any time that they kind of come out of their dressing room, they have either their costume on or like a full kind of motorbike helmet costume on with a hoodie on that says, "Don't talk to me." And so it's pretty legit. And
when you took the gig, Joe, were you thinking, it's not really going to be like that? I mean, we'll all kind of hang out and you know, I'll know who they are. And then, but are you surprised by sort of how deep in character they are?
Yeah, I thought they were going to keep me in on the secrets. I thought they're going to trust me. You know, I'm hosting the show. They trust me with absolutely no secrets at all.
Trust the host.
None at all. In fact, I need to say this, Dermot, because I've obviously been a big fan of you for a long, long time, and you're amazing, and you're just such an incredible live television host. And so I've learned a lot from you. And the first episode of the very first series, I came out, I was obviously very nervous. I'd never done it before. And I came out, there's an audience, and there's judges, Jonathan Ross, and I'm like, oh, there's the auto cue. And there's this like bit of time before I have to say, "Welcome to the Masked Singer," and the audience calm down. And so there's just a bit too much time. I didn't know what to do with myself. And so I just started to do a spin. And I'm like, And then the producer said in my ear, like, Joel, sorry, we're going to have to do that again. You did a spin, and that's Dermot's thing.
It's but you're exactly right, because you're just there going, I don't know what else I've got to do before I start. What else can I'll just spin around a bit.
Oh.
That's it. You're very sweet, Joel. Thank you. That's
So what do you do instead of the spin now, then?
Backflips.
Joel, what do you put this series down to? Martine McCutcheon, Mel B, Sophie, Elis, Bextor, 3 singers have gone out. What's the deal?
3 singers have gone so early. I mean, it's just a testament. I think what's beautiful about it is that it shows the show is more than a singing show. It's kind of, you know, your costume and the way that you sort of conduct yourself and how much you get into your character can also get you further through the competition. And also what I like about it is that people that leave earlier, they have just as much fun as the people that stay right to the end. It's not really competitive. It's just everyone having a really fun time.
Yeah.
And it's less of a singing show, more of kind of a guessing game.
I think all those Saturday night shows, the key and the trick of them is that they're kind of cross-generational, and you can, like, a kid can get as much as a granny and granddad can get from it. And what I love about kids watching this show is half the time they don't care or even know who's behind the mask, so they just enjoy it.
And I love that they all enjoy it in an entirely different way. And I got a text from my family that the kid really enjoys it, and they keep on saying that Barack Obama's going to be in the costume. Like, no, it's not Barack Obama, but it's like, I just love that they all enjoy it in different ways, and it's getting families together, which I think is just so important more than ever at the moment, and getting them all to sit down on the sofa together and enjoy a show in the same way, you know?
Yeah, lovely.
Well, I also love the judges. They're absolutely amazing. Let's have a look at a little clip of some judge banter.
Now, Mo, what have you learned so far about being a detective?
I'm kind of taking tips from everyone. So, like, Rita will, like, be like, they got a husky tone. So I'm like, husky tone? Yeah, they do have a husky tone. But then Jonathan's really good at putting clues together.
Yes.
So you'll be like, yeah, you see that? Well, what you got there, right? Is it me? So I'm like, OK.
That was a great impression of Jonathan.
For
a second there, I was transported.
I thought there was 2 of me.
They're great, aren't they?
Mo's terrific. What a great addition.
They're so good, and honestly, everyone from even the first series, everyone just got on so well immediately. And having like 4 very famous people together, being able to get on so quickly, I think is quite rare. And it's worked out really well. And Davina's wonderful. You had her on the show already. And Davina's like my sort of TV mum, and Jonathan's like my TV dad.
Yeah. And
Dermot, if possible, can you be my TV uncle?
Older brother?
What could I be?
And Joe, what about you? What's going on? Are you hopefully going to be back on tour this year?
Fingers crossed. I mean, who knows? The dates have been pushed back, I think, to the autumn. And I really hope so, because I'm driving my wife absolutely mad doing jokes to her. She is going crazy. So I think I just want to get out and just do comedy to people.
Do you want to try anything on us right now, Joel? Do you want to try out any of your comedy now?
Have a look at my jokes.
Joel, that must be quite hard as well, because obviously, you know, you try your material out to like small theatres and whatnot, but you're doing that to your wife. So, you know, when she's heard those jokes a few times, you must really lose faith in a lot of your gags.
Yeah, she doesn't laugh at all. I've got a feeling when I go out to audiences again, I'm going to be like, this is so, people are laughing at me. It's I really feel bad. Imagine being holed up with a comedian for 9 months. It's just absolute hell.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be amazing. I'm so happy it's back. The Masked Singer continues Saturday night, 7 p.m, Joel.
Lovely.
7 p.m. I'll be there. I'll try and be awake.